Have you ever wondered how the ancient sands of Egypt whisper the secrets of legendary rulers who shaped history itself? Among hundreds of pharaohs, only a handful have achieved eternal fame. Today, we reveal the top 5 ancient Egyptian pharaohs, counting down from number 5 to the most influential ruler ever, exploring their incredible accomplishments that echo through millennia. Starting our journey at number 5, we meet Akhenaten, the pharaoh who defied tradition itself. In the 14th century BC, Akhenaten stunned Egypt by abandoning the vast pantheon of gods for worshipping a single deity, Aten, the sun disk. His radical monotheistic beliefs shook Egypt to its core, challenging entrenched religious practices and threatening powerful priests. Akhenaten moved Egypt's capital to the newly built city of Amarna, fostering unique art and culture. His dramatic reforms, although short-lived, set the stage for spiritual introspection and paved the way for religious thought that some scholars speculate indirectly influenced later monotheistic religions, including Judaism and Christianity. Akhenaten's reign, though controversial, undeniably altered Egyptian history. Moving up to number 4, we find Thutmose III, known as the Napoleon of ancient Egypt. In the 15th century BC, Thutmose III ascended the throne and rapidly transformed Egypt into an unmatched military powerhouse. Over his 54-year rule, he launched 17 successful military campaigns, stretching Egypt's borders from Nubia to the Euphrates River. His conquest of Megiddo, where he brilliantly maneuvered his forces through a narrow mountain pass, remains studied today as a masterpiece of military strategy. Beyond warfare, Thutmose III was an innovator who documented flora and fauna during his campaigns, significantly contributing to ancient science and cultural exchange. Thutmose III's expansive reign ensured Egypt's dominance and wealth, cementing his place among history's greatest conquerors. At number 3, we encounter Hatshepsut, the woman who shattered all glass ceilings millennia before it became fashionable. Ascending the throne in the 15th century BC, Hatshepsut boldly assumed full power, reigning not as queen, but as pharaoh. To legitimize her unprecedented rule, she adopted masculine regalia and imagery, asserting herself in an overwhelmingly patriarchal society. Yet her gender was not her only legacy. Hatshepsut spearheaded an era of economic prosperity and cultural renaissance. She revitalized trade networks, famously sending a groundbreaking expedition to Punt, returning with precious goods and exotic flora that boosted Egypt's economy. She erected monumental architecture, including her magnificent mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahari, which remains one of the architectural wonders of ancient Egypt. Her prosperous reign set a precedent for future women leaders, proving the strength and capabilities of female rulers. Now we arrive at number 2, Ramses II, famously known as Ramses the Great. Ruling in the 13th century BC for an astonishing 66 years, Ramses embodied power, ambition, and prestige. He masterminded one of history's most epic battles, the Battle of Kadesh, against the formidable Hittites. Though indecisive, Ramses proclaimed victory, showcasing his genius for propaganda that solidified his godlike status. Ramses's architectural ambitions were unmatched, creating iconic monuments such as Abu Simbel, strategically positioned to awe neighboring kingdoms and ensure Egypt's glory. His colossal statues and temples bear witness to his megalomania and profound impact, turning Ramses into an enduring symbol of Egyptian might and pride. Ramses' tireless efforts to build Egypt into an eternal empire make him a legend whose name still echoes across history. Finally, we unveil the greatest Egyptian pharaoh of all time, ranked at number 1, Khufu, the pharaoh behind the awe-inspiring Great Pyramid of Giza. Reigning during Egypt's Old Kingdom around the 26th century BC, Khufu achieved immortality not through warfare or conquest, but through monumental architectural innovation. His pyramid, built with precision and scale unmatched even today, originally rose to 481 feet, remaining the tallest man-made structure for nearly 4 millennia. Khufu's vision involved intricate engineering, impeccable organization, and massive workforce coordination, setting an unprecedented standard for human achievement. Scholars remain mystified by the precision and purpose behind its construction, spawning countless theories ranging from astronomical alignment to divine inspiration. The pyramid's enduring enigma continues to captivate imaginations worldwide, symbolizing Egypt's eternal pursuit of immortality and perfection. From the rebellious reforms of Akhenaten, the military genius of Thutmose III, the groundbreaking leadership of Hatshepsut, the monumental achievements of Ramses the Great, to Khufu's unparalleled architectural masterpiece, each pharaoh uniquely shaped the legacy of ancient Egypt. Their collective stories remind us that leadership, vision, and daring ambition can resonate through the ages, transforming ordinary reigns into legendary epochs. Which pharaoh's accomplishments resonate most profoundly with you? Let us know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and journey further into history's hidden mysteries. Yet, beyond the glistening monuments and epic conquests, each of these iconic pharaohs held a deeper secret: their profound understanding of legacy and the eternal power of remembrance. Akhenaten's audacious move toward monotheism wasn't merely theological. It was an assertion of absolute authority, centralizing worship to consolidate power and ensuring his vision echoed beyond his reign. Although his successors sought to erase his memory by dismantling his temples and chiseling away his images, this very attempt at obliteration ironically cemented his legend, making him one of the most debated figures in Egyptology. Thutmose III, too, understood legacy's power, meticulously documenting his victories to ensure posterity remembered him as Egypt's supreme conqueror. His expansive empire was carefully inscribed in stone, from temple walls to towering obelisks, each word and image proclaiming his eternal dominion. Thutmose's inscriptions weren't mere vanity. They were calculated acts to immortalize his reign and instruct future rulers in the art of governance and war. By immortalizing his campaigns, Thutmose secured his place not only as a mighty general, but as a strategic visionary who understood that true immortality lay in lasting influence. Similarly, Hatshepsut's magnificent temples and elaborate inscriptions served a dual purpose. They legitimized her unconventional rule while boldly declaring her rightful place alongside her male counterparts. Her famous temple at Deir el-Bahari was more than just a mausoleum. It was a living monument to her achievements and legitimacy. It documented her daring expedition to Punt in stunning detail, highlighting her diplomatic skill and visionary leadership, ensuring that her name resonated through the centuries despite efforts by successors, notably Thutmose III himself, to erase her memory. Yet these efforts at erasure paradoxically amplified curiosity and intrigue surrounding her reign, solidifying her legacy. Ramses the Great was perhaps the master of constructing legacy through monumental storytelling. His exaggerated tales of victory at Kadesh were carefully curated on temple walls, turning a stalemate into a glorious triumph. His statues, temples, and vast construction projects were designed not only to impress contemporaries, but to awe future generations. Ramses understood that legacy hinged on narrative as much as reality. His ability to weave compelling tales of divinely ordained triumph transformed him into Egypt's ultimate hero king, whose stories transcended borders and generations, influencing perceptions of power and kingship. Khufu, the master architect of eternity, might seem enigmatic compared to his successors, leaving behind fewer inscriptions and records. Yet his pyramid itself speaks volumes. Every perfectly aligned stone, each precisely angled chamber, whispers a story of meticulous calculation and an unyielding desire to defy mortality itself. Khufu's pyramid, rather than serving purely as a tomb, functioned as a monument to human potential. Its enduring presence stands as a timeless challenge, inspiring awe and questioning the limits of human ingenuity. The pyramid's mysteries continually renew interest, drawing scholars, adventurers, and dreamers alike, ensuring Khufu's silent yet powerful voice continues echoing through the ages. Each of these 5 pharaohs, in their unique way, mastered the art of legacy. They understood that immortality wasn't merely achieved through physical preservation or wealth, but through stories, compelling narratives that endure, captivate, and inspire. Their lives teach us that the greatest legacies are crafted by daring vision, fearless innovation, and the profound human desire to be remembered. These pharaohs transcended their mortal limitations by imprinting their visions into stone and memory, creating a legacy so powerful that it resonates thousands of years later. As we reflect upon their legendary reigns, one can't help but wonder, how will our generation be remembered? Will we leave behind monuments of stone, structures of steel, or perhaps legacies of ideas, innovations, and inspirations that will influence future generations? The sands of time may slowly bury ancient stones, but compelling stories, the essence of human ambition and ingenuity, will always emerge, uncovered by curious minds seeking answers and inspiration. Ancient Egypt's most iconic pharaohs remind us that to shape history, we must think beyond the moment and dare to leave behind something worth discovering. So, as you marvel at their remarkable accomplishments, consider your legacy. What stories will you leave behind, and how will they echo through history's endless corridors? Join us again as we explore the boundless depths of history, where every stone and whisper holds the power to inspire and transform.